Dr. Light, Dr. Walski, members of the Board of Education, family, friends, and guests, on behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to welcome you to tonight's commencement exercises. Commencement is an appropriate name for this evening's activities because tonight we will begin another phase of our lives. We would not be here tonight if it weren't for all of you, and we thank you. Again, the class of 2021 welcomes you to our graduation.
I'm blessed to be able to stand here before you today to speak as the Salutatorian of the graduating class of 2021. On behalf of the graduating class, I want to say thank you to each of you here this evening in support of this group of graduates. Thank you to the faculty, administration, and the Board of Education for providing us with an outstanding education and experience here in Lincoln County High School, and for going the extra mile to make sure our senior year was the best it could be. I know that ensuring this year's seniors opportunities to experience the traditional milestones with COVID restrictions was difficult, but you did not let us down. Thank you to the parents and family members for your endless support and for instilling in us the key characteristics that we needed to reach this goal in life. And lastly, thank you fellow classmates for making this class feel like one big family and for so many great memories. As I was gathering my thoughts and ideas for what I was going to say to you this evening, I kept running across the typical messages that tell us to follow our dreams or the sky's the limit. But telling you to follow your dreams is not enough because life is not that simple. Sometimes we don't have dreams, and sometimes we might struggle with knowing how to accomplish those dreams. Instead of saying, follow your dreams, my advice to you is to live your life with a purpose. As a Christian, I believe it's very important for us to seek God's purpose and to work at fulfilling that purpose while working at finding success. At first, we may not know our purpose or exactly what we want to do for a career, but do something. Get out and try new things in life, maintain relationships and make new ones, and be adventurous. Your career will only be one aspect of your life, and as much as you need to make it a priority to have a job or career, you also have to have a purpose and to be happy. We have all seen that money and successful careers do not always come with happiness. I encourage you to strive to reach your professional and career goals, but don't lose focus of God's purpose for you. Finding your purpose is not a destination, it is a journey that helps us shape our lives into who we will become. In closing, I want to point out that while you are trying to conquer the world, don't forget to do for others. I once read, never get tired of doing little things for others. Sometimes those little things occupy the biggest parts of their hearts. Dr. Martin Luther King had a famous quote, "What are you doing for others?" He said that people should ask themselves that question daily. In doing for others, you get to know about yourself and you'll be able to get what you want from your life.
Good evening. We made it, and on behalf of the senior class, I would like to thank all of the people who made Lincoln County High School excellent. Thank you for the wisdom you bring, the prayers you pray, and the vision you lay out for LCHS. I would also like to thank you for this opportunity to speak to you this evening, which may consider a beginning or next step to our lives as graduates of Lincoln County High School. Several years ago, I recognized that I had an opportunity to become valedictorian of our senior class. It was then I decided I wanted it. So I worked hard for it, I sacrificed for it, I stressed for it, and I got it. All my life I've been told I have determination, self-motivation, and a desire to be different. Now if you talk to my family, they will tell you I'm hard-headed, stubborn, and one of a kind. In fact, my dad says they broke the mold when they made me. No matter how you describe me, my personal traits have led me to where I am today. I set a goal, used the characteristics God gave me, and here I am as the 2021 Valedictorian of Lincoln County High School. I want to take this moment to thank my mom, my dad, and my brother for all the love and encouragement they have given me along the way. As many of you know, I didn't walk the halls of LCHS very long. I didn't participate in sports, club, musical theater, band, or join in the journey of Lincoln County High School memories. I chose a different path. My goal to become valedictorian led me to become a college student at a young age and experience the journey of life after high school a little earlier than I expected. Tonight, I'd like to reflect on some of the memories that my untraditional high school years and share a few things I've learned that might help you as you leave the comfort of your homes and begin the next journey. I'll start by letting you know, while each of you may be a little hesitant about the next step and being on your own, you may not feel as on your own as you expect to. Your parents are not going to stop worrying about you, asking questions, and attempting to keep up with everything you do. When I moved to Augusta to be closer to school, I thought I was going to have it made and could be completely independent. Little did I know my parents were going to ask even more questions, want to know every little detail of my day and nights, and nowadays your parents can track you by the phone constantly, right down to how fast you're driving. As teenagers, we all know the first thing our parents ask us is, "Where are you going?" I'm sure, like me, you're asked this question at least 3 times a day. And I encourage you to think about this question a little deeper. I encourage you to have a plan and know where you're going in life. Sitting here tonight, we each have short-term plans. A graduation party with friends, a graduation trip, or a quiet summer before heading off to the real world. But I encourage you to have long-term plans for your lives. Some of you will leave here tonight and head to the military to protect our country. Some of you will attend a college or technical school to further your education and begin working to support your families. No matter the circumstances, make a plan and set a goal. It is time to know where you're going. As I've learned over the past few years, sometimes there are bumps in the road. But don't give up. The biggest bump I've ever endured in my life occurred this past year, the death of my brother when his plane went down. He was living his dream. He was living his dream as a civil engineer and a pilot. He was my best friend. It wasn't easy continuing with college courses, going to work, and dealing with emotions. But I knew he would want me to continue working on the goal he believed I could achieve. Share your goals with someone like Cole who encouraged you to achieve them. Cole left a plan and he always knew exactly where he was going. Even now, I know he's smiling from the best seat in the house because I'm standing here tonight with a goal marked off my list. Make a plan and decide you are going somewhere. The second top question we are asked as teenagers is who's going to be there. This question is one parents always seem to use when making the decision of whether or not they will give us permission to go. It's important though. It matters who you surround yourself with. Being the smart teenagers we are, we always name the good kids first. I grew up faster than most because of my older brother. I hung out with him and his friends. I could always count on permission being granted if Cole was going to be with me. You see, he was not only my brother, my best friend, and the one who encouraged me, he was also my protector. Cole lives on in so many of our lives because of his kindness, his personality, and his ability to gather people, young and old, to have a good time. The Cole Baby gatherings might have been at the farm, the lake, or a trip he had planned in another state. I'd be willing to bet that most of his friends would have listed him at the top of their list of people who would be where they were going. Once parents heard his name, immediate permission to go was given. My advice to you is to find a friend like Cole who includes everyone, makes everyone feel special, likes to watch everyone have fun, but expects everyone to do right, all while living life to the fullest. Finding good people to be around makes you a better person. Find people who encourage you, who support you, and who want to see you succeed. The final question most teenagers hear is, what time will you be home? This is the one that really gets to us and starts the eye rolling and the teeth sucking. Depending on where we are going and who we will be with, we might want to be home at 9 o'clock. But if we are having a good time and enjoying ourselves, we could possibly want to stay out and watch the sunrise. This past year, I have learned the importance of time. I have learned how quickly time flies. I've learned how slowly time goes. Time flies when college professors set assignment dates and I procrastinated. Time flies when I have 3 tests in one day and need extra hours to study. Time flies when I try to take a nap to catch up on a few hours of sleep. Time seems to crawl when I'm ready for class to end. Time moves slowly when I wait for a grade to be posted. And time stands still when I think about Cole. Ecclesiastes 3:1 states, "There is an appointed time for everything, and there is a time for every event under heaven." I encourage each of you to really think about the question, what time will you be home? I hope each of you always returns home safely and makes your curfew. I hope each of you will come back to Lincolnton and give back to the community that shaped you into the person you are. I hope each one of you will make a wonderful home for yourself and your family. But I pray that you keep in mind we do not always have the answer to what time will we be home. I pray each of you realizes God will call us to our eternal home in His time. We don't know when that time will be. We only know we must be ready when He decides His time. My hope is that each of you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you will be ready to go to an amazing home filled with the presence of God and unimaginable peace and happiness when He calls you. Live each day like it's your last, make wonderful memories in the process, and be ready when it's time to go home. As you leave Buddy Bufford Field tonight, I encourage you to hug your parents, grandparents, families, and friends. This is probably the last time we'll be together as a class. So smile, hug each other, and embrace this moment in time. I encourage you to make a plan to know where you are going, be intentional in choosing the type of people you are going with, and always be ready when it's time to go home. Thank you.
this time, we would like to recognize the high achievers and the 2021 scholarship recipients. Please stand when I call your name. If the representative of the scholarship is present, we ask that you stand to be recognized as well. Remain standing at your seat until all recipient names have been called. High achievers for ACT/SAT score of at least 1170 for SAT or at least 26 for SAT/ACT high achievers. SAT/ACT High Achiever Award is a community effort to recognize those members of the senior class whose combined scores on the verbal and math sections of the SAT are equal to or greater than 1170, or whose comparison composite score for the ACT is 26 or higher. This long-standing tradition was started many years ago by George Leverett and Farmers State Bank and has continued through the many generous donations by individuals and businesses in our community. Please stand when I call your name and remain standing until all SAT/ACT high achievers have been recognized. Please hold your applause until all names are called. Anna Cox, Jordan Deason, Anna Ruth Huffman, Ethan Leclerc, Julianne Madison, Benjamin Wade, John Wise. Scholarship and award recipients. Please hold your applause until all names have been called. The W.E. Mason Pioneer Scholarship of $1,000 each, Jordan Norman and Gianna Anderson. Rail EMC Walter Harrison Scholarship, $1,000, Anna Cox. Please hold your applause. Daughters of the American Revolution Scholarship, $100, Rachel Jordan. Watson Brown Scholarship, $5,000 per academic year, Kristen Wigginton and Beatrice Jackson. Twilight Improvement Association for highest average of African American students, $200, Trontasia Halls. Charles Worst Jr. Memorial Scholarship, $500, Madison Welch. 44 Strong Scholarship, $500, Jordan Norman. Lincoln Wilkes Retired Educators Association Scholarship, $1,000 each, Gianna Anderson and Jordan Norman. Palmetto Fellow Scholarship, $6,700 freshman year and up to $7,500 for the following years, Jordan Deason. Lander University Trustees Academic Scholarship, $4,500, Jordan Deason. Helen Rogers Baker Scholarship, $750, Jordan Deason. FCA Culture Scholarship, $3,000 per academic year, Reginald Reed. American Legion Post 194 Scholarship, $1,000, Beatrice Jackson. United States Naval Academy Full Academic and Athletic Scholarship, John Wise. Fort Scott Community College Full Athletic Scholarship, Miles Parks. Georgia Military College Full Athletic Scholarship, Keenan Lampkin. East Georgia State College Athletic Scholarship, $3,000 per academic year, Caleb Willis. Congratulations, recipients and graduates.
I would like to remind you to please have only one person come to the fence and take pictures of your child. Also, I ask that you come down only when it is time for your child's row to cross the stage and then immediately return to your seat. No one will be allowed to stand in front of others seated in the stands. Everyone here has come to this ceremony to see his or her child graduate. I strongly request that each person here tonight refrain from yelling, screaming, or blowing horns when their child crosses the stage. We want to make sure that every child's name can be heard by his or her family. Please respect those around you as well as the students who are graduating. Also, hold your applause until the end, or at least until the end of each row. Thank you for your cooperation. Dr. Light, I certify that these students have met the requirements as stated in the policies of the Lincoln County Board of Education and by the state of Georgia for the high school diploma they are receiving. Please rise and come forward as I call your name to receive your diploma. Again, please hold all applause until the end so that each graduate's name can be heard. Julianne Madison. Jordan Mackenzie Deason. Anna Elaine Cox. Rachel Ware Jordan. Ethan Patrick Leclerc. Madison Taylor Welch. Alexandria Kaylin Gilpin. Bridget Chloe Clyett. Jenna Elizabeth Kinzel. Lydia Kathleen Partridge. Benjamin Joseph Wade. Gianna Ansley Anderson. Trontasia Shade Halls. Sydney Bryson Radford. Ilea Sierra Sarabi White. Sasha Lane Sullivan. Rihanna Grace Acock. Shemaya Deanna Lockhart. Aubrey Claire Comtois. Robert Thomas Bradley III. Beatrice Susan Jackson. Crystal Nicole Treadwell. Diamond Latrell Bolton. Destiny Jemiah Booker. Michael Kenneth Bowen. Jackson Blaze Bryant. Alexis Brielle Claxton. Haley Renee Collins. Tyler Michael Colson. Tranter Catherine Duncan. Normisha Latea Elam. Andre Freeman. Tyler Patrick Freeman. Danielle Renee Gibbs. Tony Deshauna Panitra Glaze. Micaiah Dolores Hartfield. Colby Tanner Hoyt. Anna Ruth Huffman. Thomas Bennett Ivy IV. Keenan Isaiah Marquez Lampkin. Brooks Leanne Lively. Lakia Tacoby Maddox. Kendrick Demetric Manchin. LaPrincia Detasia Manchin. Mackenzie Lee Martin. Yoshira Quindolyn Martin. Christian Lee Mueller. Lydia Elena Newman. Jordan Tierra Norman. Miles Jordan Parks. Chloe Madison Rachel Reeves. Jacoby Marquez Reed. Reginald Monroe Reed. Jemiah Renee Riles. Aaliyah Deanna Revere. Bryson Lee Seegers. John Marshall Spoon. Jessica Lynn Walton.
Good job, Jessica!
Kristen Alexis Wigginton. Caleb DeAndres Willis. Colton DeAndre Willis. John Ashton Wise. Malcolm Ray Wynn III. Octavius Cedric Zellers. Class of 2021, please rise. To show the world you are official graduates of Lincoln County High School. You may now turn your tassels from right to the left and remove your rings and turn them pointing outward. Parents, please remain in the stands and do not go onto the field until all graduates and faculty members have exited, until the seniors have had their celebration in the far area there. Students, please remember that the faculty will be exiting first, and then you will follow out.